Welcome to today's Writer's Anointing Show. I'm Dr. Jewel Williams, owner of Tri Production Publishing. Today's tip, how do I want to produce my book? Welcome. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about how do I want to produce my books. Let me give you my quick 3 tips. My first point is, do I seek a traditional book publishing or publisher? You know, I know that the traditional way of going and having you submit your book to a company and they publish your book has been most people's dreams. But most average authors may not be able to get into a traditional book publishing company. And this is the reason why. Often you already going to need like an agent. So you need somebody to actually go in and present your book to that company that you're seeking for them to publish your book. And they don't take a lot of new authors. They tend to work with the ones that they have. Now, am I discouraging you from doing that? Absolutely not. But what I want to tell you and what I want to encourage you, if you seek that route and no one takes your book, don't think that that means your book is not print worthy or worthy to be published. I just want to encourage you and just inform you that not a lot of new authors are introduced or come by way of a traditional book publishing company. But again, I'm not telling you to not do it. If that's what you want to do, try it. God may open that door and that may be the way that you go. So that's just one, the traditional publisher. And generally with most publishers, they're taking the expense of getting your book published. So you're pretty much going to earn a royalty or a percentage off of the books that you publish. Your percentage is going to be a little lower per book. Why? Because they took all of the cost and the expense on the front end. Or you can seek what is called a hybrid publisher. And what's a hybrid publisher? Well, a hybrid publisher is kind of a combination of the two. It's pretty much like a traditional publisher in the sense that someone else is really doing a lot of the work, but it's also a hybrid in the sense of it's a combination of self-publishing. So it's either a person or a group that has decided to publish books for other people. They have decided they've become your publisher, but they're not a traditional publisher in like a Zondervan or one of the big name companies. Does that mean that they're not good? Absolutely not. Many of them have been doing it for years. They've been doing it successfully. They've taken the time to learn how to do what they're doing so that they can offer you the best product. With them, sometimes it just depends on the company. Some you actually pay for that expense up front. So you pay for what they're doing versus with a traditional, they pay for the cost. So you pay the cost of the publisher. And generally, you have the rights to the book. You own more rights than you did with the traditional publisher. But then also your royalties are a little bit different. You get a little bit more of the money. Then the last thing is to think about, do I publish myself? For some, that's kind of a scary thing. For some, they think, oh, I just can't do it. It's too hard. I don't know all of the pieces. And it can be scary. The advantage of publishing yourself is several. One, the cost is a lot less. So if you don't have anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to publish a book on the front end, then self-publishing may be the way you want to go. There are some pieces that you still will need to cover, like editing. I don't suggest you your own editor. Even if you are an editor, I still suggest you get someone else to read your book. If you can't do covering, you may need someone to produce a cover for you. Some other things, if you're not familiar with formatting, then you need to do those things. And you can pay someone to do that. Some of the things that others can even do, and that's one of the things I do as an author coach. I actually help you publish. So I teach you what I learned so that you are able to do those things yourself. And so so when you write your book, that's not the only thing. You also have to decide, how are you going to produce your book? Are you going to go a traditional route? Are you going to try to find a publisher that way? Are you going to seek a hybrid publisher, or are you going to publish it yourself? So those are some questions you need to think about. So if you need help writing your book, not sure where to start, I would love to help you from the concept to the completion of your project. You can go to my website, publishthevision.com, to see what I offer. And until next time, what do I always say? Let's write it.